What's going on, guys? It's Bandit FX, and in this video I'm going to be doing my London session breakdown for July 2nd, 2021. So let's take a look at pound yen on the weekly time frame. So taking a look at the weekly, let me get rid of these EMAs real quick. Taking a look at the weekly time frame, we had a recent support formed, lower wick formed on the current week with just a little bit under a day left. On the weekly candle. So I'm going to go ahead and mark our weekly support and our weekly resistance. Just so we have an idea, weekly support 152, weekly resistance 155, 750. Taking a look at the daily time frame, we did have a support formed here at 152, 780, and we recently closed the day at 153, 560, I believe, on the daily time frame. Yeah, just about there. So we do have a resistance here now on the daily time frame with an upper wick that looks like it had just formed, and we are starting to come down. So taking a look at the 4-hour time frame here, I'm going to go ahead and adjust these levels just so we know what we're looking at. So we have a 4-hour resistance, and we have a 4-hour support here at 153, 420 just about. So let's start to mark these zones. Okay, and for the support. Now keep in mind, this support right here is also the daily low. So if we do break this this level right here, 153, 355, that is a confirmation now that candles are starting to make lower lows. So that could be a potential sell entry right here, which is actually below this wick. So I'm going to go ahead and move this down a little bit more, providing that this move does happen in London session, because at the time I'm recording this video, it's 9:30 p.m. Eastern, so we're in Asian still, but I'm anticipating that we're going to range until then. If we get the move before then, totally okay, but this is where I believe price should be headed. So we have a resistance, like I said, on the daily time frame, huge rejection, big wick rejection, and then another rejection right here beside it. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. So at the 1-hour time frame, we do have a resistance forming here at the 153 600 level. This candle hasn't closed yet, so I'm not going to go ahead and mark that just yet, because it may flip bullish. You never know. There's still a half an hour left, but I'm going to go ahead and adjust this level once again for the lower time frames. Okay, so we're still coming down here on GJ. We're in this pretty big range. Let's measure this range. Yeah, we're in a 28 pip range, and if we do get a confirmation for buys, above 153, 720, the next range to the upside is 20 pips as well. Let's take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so it does get a little choppy in here, but on the hourly time frame, if we do happen to go up, we should be good to continue to 153, 930. However, since we did form a daily resistance, I am planning on sells. I'm much more biased towards sells. They look a lot better than buys at this point. But if we are to be taking sells below this level, even though this is not the cleanest traffic, if you take a look at it on the 4-hour time frame, it is still very clean. So we can definitely see, price continue down. You may have to have looser stops in this case because the 1-hour isn't as clean. But keep in mind, not only is that going to be a break of structure on the 4-hour time frame, but it will actually be breaking the low of the daily candle as well as soon as we break 153, 350, like I said before. So let's go ahead and start to mark out a couple of these little rejection zones here. We got one on the 1-hour time frame. This is probably the most prominent one because it was used as a support multiple times, multiple hard wick rejections off this level, and it was used as a resistance as well as a support, especially this last one. This wick came all the way down here and then closed back up above. So price could definitely bounce off this level pretty hard. This will definitely be my first take profit area. Now, as far as the stop loss, if we do get a confirmation for sells here, I'm going to be playing the 1-hour time frame versus the 30-minute. And the reason for that being is because the 1-hour time frame still doesn't have the cleanest traffic. The 30-minute time frame doesn't have the cleanest traffic, but the 4-hour does. So as long as we get a 4-hour candle or a 1 hour candle close below this range. Providing we're in London session, I think we could have the volume to push it further, but I will be basing my stop loss off the 1 hour time frame. Preferably, let's see what time this candle closes. Okay, so we have another 4 hours until candle close, 3.5 hours. So that'll put us at 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. So, 1 a.m. pre-London, when we get that candle close, if the candle close happens below this level, perfect confirmation for sells. And then we could definitely continue down from there. But let's go ahead and mark this up on the 1 hour time frame. Start labeling. One, we are in a range. Price is currently ranging. You have this kind of head and shoulders looking thing happening here, but it's not the cleanest, so I'm not even going to mention it, or label it rather. Buys above this level. Keep in mind there is a daily resistance up here, so buys are not as favorable as sells at this point. With our first take profit being, whoops, did not mean to do that. With our first take profit point being at 153.930. Okay, and for sells, for the sell scenario, we are looking for sells below 153.400. Obviously, with a candle close, preferably the 4 hour candle close below this level would make much more sense, as it is a much stronger confirmation. But you may want to wait for the 1 hour to retest before continuing down, as it did here before. So keep in mind that we may come and retest the bottom of this range if we do break to the downside, because the traffic to the left-hand side isn't as clean. And typically, markets tend to mirror themselves. Price action mirrors itself. So if we are going to come down in the same fashion that we went up, it's not going to be the cleanest way down. But it's just something to keep in mind. But let's take a look. Okay, so 6 TP1, our first take profit down here at 153.150, and our second take profit is going to be at this wick rejection because it is a minor level here. It is, you can't really see it on this time frame, but you do see the wick rejection come down to this level, as well as it was a previous support level not too long ago, a couple days ago. So I'm going to mark this as a safe second target if we do get the sells on pound yen. So let's go ahead and draw the arrows. All right, prices in that range, coming down still. We're looking for buys above this minor resistance right here. Clean traffic to the left with our first take profit at the previous high. Now in the sell scenario, we're looking for sells below 153.400. Providing we're coming into a high volume session, we should continue coming down and breaking the low of the daily candle here at 153.350. So our first take profit is going to be right here at the bottom, where this very strong support resistance level was previously. And our second take profit is going to be at this wick fill down here, providing we do come down there. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to put one more thing on here just because I just want to make sure you guys understand that that is the low. Mark the previous daily low right here, just as something to be aware of. Right there. Okay. So, yeah, guys, that's the end of Asian / London breakdown for pound yen for, what is this, July 2nd, 2021. Once again, guys, I am going to leave my Discord, the Bandit FX Discord, in the description. If you guys want to join, just go ahead and tap the link, accept the invite, and you guys are in. We do analysis for New York session, Asian session, London session, and we also do crypto analysis as well. We post trade recaps, profits, things like that. And there are also New York session live streams every morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. If you guys want to join, go ahead. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.